Good day and welcome again to your Live Light Devotional, Day 77. And the theme for today, actually the question for today is, are you a quick forgetter? Deuteronomy 8 verse 10. After you've had your fill, be sure to thank the Lord your God for the wonderful land He has provided for you. Just keep in mind that what you have today were once your dreams for a long time. Don't take it for granted. It's all just grace. Isn't it interesting how fast our thoughts can shift? If you've ever found yourself in a situation where you had absolutely nothing to eat, you understand just how desperate someone can get. People rummage through trash cans, sift through heaps of garbage. They go to any lengths just to grab a bite to eat. Then, when you hear about a place where you can get food for free, it feels like a miracle. But what happens when free food becomes a daily routine? At first it's amazing. But after some time, you start to get a bit fed up with the food. You find yourself complaining. What once felt like a blessing now seems more like a given. You start to expect better food, something different. And even worse, you might get so ungrateful that you begin to threaten or talk badly about the people who provide the food. It's like a dog biting the hand that feeds him, because you think you deserve more and better. The Israelites were pretty similar in their experience. They spent 40 years in the desert, and during that time, God sent them manna and quail. I can imagine they eventually felt about the manna and quail the same way I feel about the bully beef and baked beans we had in the army. At first it was okay, but later on, they lost sight of the miracle it was, how God managed to feed over 1 million people in the desert every single day. As they were getting ready to enter the promised land, a place flowing with milk and honey, Moses reminded them, "Don't forget where you came from. Don't let yourselves become ungrateful." That reminder is something we all need to hear. Real gratitude starts with remembering. It's about recalling how God provided and how little they had to get by with. One of my go-to questions for couples in marriage therapy is, when were you the happiest together? They usually respond with, when we had the toughest times. It's funny how when you're starving, even manna and quails can feel like a feast. The more food you have, the quicker you forget about the hunger pangs of the past, as well as other people we have to manage with almost nothing. And then we start to think we deserve it. After all, we work hard for it. But what happens if we can't work anymore? In the desert, it didn't really matter who you were or how wealthy you were. Everyone relied on the provision of God with a thankful heart. So, let's take a moment today to remember as well. Let's think about where we came from, those who have less, how much we have, and then let's praise and thank God for what we have with a grateful heart. The more you embrace gratitude in your life, the more you'll find things to be thankful for. Something to ponder? Why do you think we forget so quickly? What do you think we could begin doing to appreciate what we have more? How are you planning to kick off today by reflecting on where you came from and appreciating your blessings. Lord, I really appreciate your provision, even if I sometimes overlook how blessed I am. Please help me to live with a thankful heart and always remember that everything I have is just by your grace. Amen. May your cup runneth over also today with gratitude. Love and regards, as always, Shalom. For more inspiration, you're more than welcome to visit our Live Light Community Facebook page or our Live Light Community YouTube channel. Shalom.